were not so happy about the image of you looking like the Pope.
Oh, I see. You mean they can't take a joke? You don't mean the Catholics. You mean the fake news media. Not the Catholics loved it. I had nothing to do with it. Somebody made up a picture of me dressed like the Pope, and they put it out on the internet. That's not me that did it. I have no idea where it came from. Maybe it was AI, but I know nothing about it. I just saw it last evening. Actually, my wife thought it was cute. She said, "Isn't that nice?"
My question about
Actually, I would not be able to be married, though. That would be a lot. I'd have to the best of my knowledge, popes aren't big on getting married, are they? Not that we know of. No. I think it's the fake news media that, they're fakers.
You posted it, though, sir, was about the fact that it was put out on the White House account, even though it was AI generated, it was a joke, it was a meme. Does it at all diminish the substance of the official White House account to have it go out on that particular channel?
Give me a break.
Ugh, I hate this man so much. I can't believe he's our president. Oh my God. So we're going to talk about this because there are really only one of two solutions that can explain his response for an interview. This response, my mind is blown if you can't tell. But there are only two solutions. Like, there are only one of two things. Either, number one, he is well aware that he is lying because he posted it, and we're going to go on to prove that he posted it. So he's either just telling these lies, expecting his followers to believe him, and to pretend like this isn't something that's just outrageously not acceptable. And this is the president of the United States. It's not like this is some comedian posting this. This is our president. And then point number two, he is either so senile and so far in dementia that he doesn't remember posting it. He's not aware that he posted it. And if that's the case, then he probably isn't fit to run the United States, and we probably need to get him out, just because someone in that state of a mental decline should not be the president of the United States. And I think anyone can agree on that. I mean, you guys were so vocal about Joe Biden, but Joe Biden never ever posted something like this. But there's one of two options. So it's either, is our president blatantly lying to us, or is our president in such a mental decline that he's not aware of what he's doing? Those are the only two options. And we're going to go on to talk about how those are the only two options. So he said that he did not repost it. He has no idea who reposted it. It was originally posted by the White House and the President of the United States, which one should argue he should be aware of what is being posted on there, even though that's not his account. But it was reposted, look at that, Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump. And he insists all the time that he runs his account. No one runs his account for him. He's fully in charge of his account. So then that would mean that he was aware he posted it, correct? It wasn't posted by some fake news media. This is not the fake news media saying that it was posted. So I'll even move because I don't like seeing his face. So jump scare warning. There you go. You can see it's a picture. It's posted. There's a phenomenal amount of likes and comments. But there it is in its glory. It's posted. There's no arguing that he posted it, unless you believe he's not running his account, and then we needed to get into another discussion about him lying. The second thing he talked about was that, I guess technically it was the first thing, but it's the second thing I'm talking about, that the Catholics thought it was funny, and if you're hearing that the Catholics were offended by it, then that's also fake news media. So I also have that, so let's get into that. I found this from the Catholic News Agency, which I think is probably a pretty good source for how the Catholics feel about the post of the Pope. So it says, Catholic leaders and some members of the church hierarchy in the United States have criticized President Donald Trump for sharing an AI-generated image of himself dressed as a pope. So there you go. That's how they feel. Here's more of the article. This says right here, Cardinal Timothy Dolan, which this is the best part. Dolan, the Archbishop of New York City and appointee to Trump's recently created Religious Liberty Commission, told a reporter in Rome that he hopes the president had nothing to do with it and it wasn't good. But as we know from earlier in the video, which we already proved, Trump does know. He does know about it. Or, like I said, point number two, he's not aware that he posted it, which is equally concerning. So here's the thing. Even if it's like the whole thing it was a joke, it was a meme, haha, it was supposed to be funny. You guys literally said the reason you weren't voting for Kamala was because she said, get out to someone who said Jesus is Lord, which that had been disproven. So that was disproven, but you still stuck to that and saying that's the reason why you weren't voting for her. And then he posts that Trump Gaza video, which was insanely sacrilegious, and then posts this picture of him as a pope and then denies posting the picture of him as the pope. And it's a joke. Like, this is why I feel like talking to Trump supporters and dealing with Trump supporters, I feel like they're in a different reality, because there are some things where two truths can be true at the same time. This is not one of those scenarios. He can't have not known it was posted while he posted it. Like that doesn't make any sense. And I don't know how you're going to explain this. And I see people posting it like, haha, it was a joke. But it's not funny. Like, this is the president of the United States. There has to be some professionalism and some decorum. You guys literally ate Joe Biden alive for just sitting there. Like, he would just be sitting there. You'd be like, oh, he doesn't look like he knows where he is. He's so far in his dementia. And then Trump posts a picture of himself as the Pope, and that's okay. Like, it's so hard, because I grew up very, very religious. I literally went on missions. I was a youth leader. Like, I was so involved in my church. And then I just watched hypocrisy after hypocrisy after hypocrisy happen, and no one doing a thing about it. And that made me leave the church more than anything else, because I couldn't stand it. Like, I would read the words of Jesus and then watch the actions of the church, and they didn't align. And for me, that was very, very confusing, and something I was not able to overcome, and I was not able to process. I had learned that as a follower of Jesus, we were supposed to love one another, love like Jesus. Jesus sacrificed his life for us. So we should be living in that way if we are following Jesus. And who Christians are now in America, they're not what Jesus is. I don't know what they are. There are some of them that are. I will give credit where credit is due, but the vast majority, what is pushed out to the public, is a very hateful, very vindictive, very hypocritical religion. And, you know, maybe it's always been that way, and when you're in it, you just don't know. But Christianity now, it is just, I have such a bad taste in my mouth from it. Like, it makes me anxious. Like, it's so sad, because I feel like there's so much that could be done with the church and the message that Jesus preached, and what is going on now, it's just absolutely disgusting. And if you're not offended by this picture of Trump as a post, and then Trump denying that he posted the picture of him as the Pope, it's like, what do you even say to that? You know, how do you move forward in a conversation? Because this is not normal. You would not be okay with this if anyone else posted this. It's wild.